Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. We're in the car right now and we are driving to this new-ish yum cha place that we're going to be checking out today. It's going to be the first time in a while that we're having family yum cha. I'm very excited. Are you excited, Eunice?
Yep. I love my dumplings.
She loves her dumplings
and
her dumps. We're currently about 10 minutes away.
Come on, 5.
Well, let's make sure we drive safe. We're currently about 7 minutes away and I'll show you how we get there when we get there. Is your hand long enough?
Shut up, Janice.
The first activity for today isn't to drink any tea, but it's to find a spot in the Macquarie Centre car park.
Activity.
So if you're not familiar, it can be quite confusing because the yum cha place that we're going to is not actually in the centre. You have to park in Macquarie Centre, but it's sort of like a little bit out of the way. We're parked on the orange level, and once you park, you just keep walking towards that way and you'll see the restaurant that we're about to go to. So once you leave the car park, you kind of got to walk through this corridor, laneway kind of thing. Anyway, while I have your attention, I want to let you know that I've started a newsletter called Sydney Insiders, where there's a lot of cool stuff coming, and this is a free to join program to help people discover great food in Sydney for less. I'll be sending you exclusive offers from my favorite food spots in Sydney every week. All you have to do is sign up to my newsletter and wait for my emails. I'm also teaming up with Edison, which is Australia's largest Asian food distributor, to give away 2 tasty snack boxes to 2 people that subscribe to my email list. All you have to do to enter is to sign up to my newsletter and be based in Sydney. I'll put all the details of this giveaway in my description, but for now, let's get back to the video. We have just arrived at the Panda Yum Cha and we're kind of deciding what to order while we're waiting for my mum and my brother to arrive. I feel like we should just get the classics. What do you think? Like siu mai, har gao, pork buns. They also have trolleys around this place where people push all the dim sums around. So don't worry, I will be taking you to scout out what else we want in just a little bit. So what do you guys want? The classics, like siu mai嘛.
Yeah.
Char Siu Bao 要唔要？有冇雞腳啊？
鳳爪。
係啊。
咩鳳爪？
豉汁蒸鳳爪。Okay, I just took off my jacket, so I am completely ready for this feast that we are about to devour. My brother and my sister are getting really impatient because I just took 5 minutes to take some shots and they're like, are you done? Are you done? So before we start any yum cha, whenever we go to like a Chinese restaurant, my mum always likes to wash the dishes, even though they look already very clean. I think it's just a thing of habit. She uses the tea and just like washes everything, washes all the chopsticks.
And she drinks it after.
She does not drink it after. The first thing that we are gonna have is something that I think is an essential when you go yum cha. It is a prawn dumpling. This is a Har Gao. How you know that this is good is like pei bok, and then like the ham. Sorry, I don't know why I started speaking in Cantonese. How you know that this is good is if the wrapper is really thin and then like the stuffing, like the prawn is fresh and it's got a lot of meat inside. That's how you know that it's good. I think it's nice to add a little bit of like chili sauce and also soy sauce to it as well. This is good. This is very nice. The meat inside is quite fresh and the dumpling skin is very thin. This is a Char Siu Bao. It's a nice petite one. Okay, I'm gonna rip it. Cheers. I can actually taste pieces of the char siu in there. And the bun is very, very fluffy. So whenever you order buns at yum cha, make sure you try to eat that as soon as possible because that's when the bun is most fluffy and soft. And otherwise, like once you leave it for a little while, it gets hard and you want to get it when it's fresh. Okay, the next thing that we've got is something called an ao pat yip, which is beef tripe.
T-R-I-P.
Well, yeah, not T-R-I-B-E. Yeah, this is a beef tribe. I love this one. I love the texture, I love the taste, but it's not for everyone. Like if you don't like to eat intestines, you might not like it. But if you're open to trying new things, that's definitely something you should try when you go Yum Cha. It's chewy. The sauce is a little bit spicy. I really like it. The next thing that's on this list is something that is a classic. It is a siu mai. Now there are two types of siu mais. The ones that you get at Yum Cha restaurants, it's typically pork, but then when you get it on the streets of Hong Kong, like street food, that one is using fish meat. When I have it on the streets, I usually like to add soy sauce to it, but then at Yum Cha, I usually don't really need to add anything. I'm happy to just eat this as is. I'm so sorry I put the whole thing in my mouth. Maybe we'll get another one just so that I can show you what's inside. Meat is so fresh, and there I could taste like prawns in there as well. Okay, next thing is a Guen. So this is a vegetarian dish, and it's got bean curd on the outside and it's stuffed with vegetables. I think it's a combination of crispy and saucy. I was gonna say soggy, but that's not a very good word. It's got carrots, it's got some sort of greens, it's got wood ear, and it's all wrapped up in a bean curd, and then you've got some sauce. It's like a burst of vegetables in your mouth. Okay, the next thing that's on this list is something that I always order when I go to Yum Cha. I didn't actually include this in my previous Yum Cha video. It's essentially chicken feet, but we don't call it chicken feet, we call it phoenix claw. It's a fung zao, and there's different ways to cook it. My favorite type of fung zao is the one that's in this bean sauce. Yeah, it's got black beans, it's got some chili, it's a little bit spicy. You have to work through it, so it's not the most, I don't look the most classy when I'm eating this, but honestly, I'm just with my family. They don't care. Let's just get at it. This is the phoenix claw that we're about to eat. So you don't put the whole thing in your mouth. You kind of just, yeah, suck on the toes. I've been able to master the art of getting all the meat off the bones and not have to like spit it out individually. But you know what, when you're a beginner, just take small bites, eat the meat, and then go from there. So the phoenix claw, it has a lot of cartilage, it's very saucy, and I personally love it a lot. I can have like an entire thing of phoenix claw just by myself. Now, next up we have the Har Gao, which is like a spongy cake. You have to eat this when it's hot as well. I let it sit for a bit, so the people around the table are a bit angry at me. I still think it's really good.
I never said it was bad. It would be nice if it was hot.
Yeah, my mom's giving a thumbs up for the Har Gao. It's very fragrant. It looks like a sponge. Like it literally looks like one of those sponges in a mattress or something. Yeah, this Har Gao is very nice. It's very airy, it's very spongy, and it's got a very good sweetness to it as well. The next thing that I'm also very excited to try is the Cheung. It's like a rice noodle, and then inside, what did we order? We ordered Char Siu, right? We ordered Char Siu, which is my favorite. It's got like 3 things of rice noodle, and then inside it's got Char Siu, it's got some greens, and then they put some soy sauce on top. It's perfect. You can't really go wrong with Cheung. The rice roll is really delicate. It's not like really thin, which I don't like it too thin because you still want to be able to taste that texture. It's got so much char siu inside. It's got some coriander inside as well, which I really like. So overall, it's not bad at all. Next up, we have the Xiao Long Bao. There's only one left because everyone already had it. It just means that it's not boiling anymore. I can put the entire XLB in my mouth and not worry about burning my tongue. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Vinegar with dumpling just elevates it to a totally new level. Okay, next up we have the Zha Leng, which is a yao zha guai, like a youtiao inside the rice noodle, and then they drizzle soy sauce on top as well. It's like the perfect combination of really crunchy and crispy from the fried dough, and then really soft and silky of the rice noodle. All right, this is number, I don't know, but I think we're past 10 already. But this is a vegetarian mushroom dumpling. It's something that I've never had before, but it comes recommended to me. It's got a green wrapper on the outside, and inside it's just stuffed with different sorts of vegetables. It's like a little treasure trove of vegetables, mushrooms, carrots. I can taste a bit of like Chinese mushrooms in there. Yeah, there's bamboo shoots as well. It's really delicious. I really like it. We also ordered calamari. Well, my brother ordered it because he likes the fried stuff. I thought this would be like the really skinny tentacle version of the calamari, but it's a It's like a sliced piece of squid and then deep fried. The outside is lightly crunchy. It's a bit spicy. I probably wouldn't get this if I'm here alone. Like if I'm here alone, actually I'd never go Yum Cha alone. So this is something that I'd get if there's enough people around to sort of share it. So we have a beef short rib. This is not something that I typically order when I go Yum Cha. I usually sort of gun for the dumplings, for the Cheung fun, for the baos as well. But this was recommended to me, so I take recommendations and I take instructions very well. So let's give it a go. It's still quite tender. It's very peppery. You know what this would go really well with? This would go really well with rice. Anyway, on to the next thing. Next up, we have the radish cake. This one doesn't have any like meat or anything inside. It's just, I think, plain radish and then pan fried. So it's got a nice crisp on the outside, and inside, I mean, I'll just have to taste it. You can definitely taste the radish there. What sauce would you dip the Lor Bak Go in? So usually, like, I can have this without any sauce. I'm pretty boring like that. But you can dip it in like the spicy sauce or the sweet sauce. Do you dip in peanut sauce? That's for Cheung fun. Alright, we are ending the video with some dessert. So we've got egg tarts, so it comes in a thing of 3. And we also got the Yongzi, which is like a mango pomelo sort of dessert soup. It looks very white, which is very different to the Yongzi that I'm typically used to because they're very like yellowy in color to resemble the color of mangoes. But I think what I'll do is I'll taste the egg tart first. These are quite petite egg tarts. I could probably one biter it, but I won't. The egg custard is very smooth and it's slightly sweet as well. The pay is a bang pay, right? It's not so pay. I prefer the puff pastries for egg tarts because I like how it's so buttery. This is a biscuit base, so it's less flaky and it's less sort of buttery and oily. It's really up to you, like it's your preference. Some people like a biscuit base. Alright, and next up I'm gonna try the Yongzi Lo. I'm a bit intrigued as to why it's this color, but I'm always open to trying new things. As you can see, there's like bits of mango, there's some sago in here as well, and there's some pomelo pulp. It's not bad, but it's not like how I remembered a Yongzi Lo. Maybe it's because mangoes aren't fully in season yet, which is why it's not as sweet as I like it to be. I mean, I still enjoy it. I just wish the mangoes were sweeter and this was a bit more sweeter as well. Alright, and that is it for this video. We have had so much food in this video. My favorites are always my go-to classics, your Siu Mai, your Har Gao. But what I really liked here was also their Malai Go. And also the Cheung funnel was pretty good as well. What do you guys like?
I really like this.
Morris?
Oh, the pork bun.
Oh yeah, the Char Siu Bao was really good. Malai Go, yeah. Xiao Lung was really good.
And the
Oh, you like the Sinjoku? Okay.
Everything.
But yeah, like my favorites are always my classic go-tos. So yeah, I'll put the details of everything in my description. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching till the end. I have a newsletter called Sydney Insiders and we have a lot of cool stuff coming, so make sure you sign up to that as well. I'll put the link to that in my description. I post new videos every week. Check them out if you have time. Have an amazing rest of the week and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Go bar.
Usually you can extend your tummy a lot.
I could have another